Is MyFaction actually worth your time right now? Maybe. Let me go on ahead and tell you why, man. I got this Booker T Persona card, but I'm gonna give you my input and tell you what I'm enjoying most right now about having this card. Now, the fact that I can go and customize this card in the creation suite is amazing. Now, that is something that should have been in the years before. I am glad that it is in now. The fact that Booker T can now be customized, you can give him different attires, and I'm not just talking about this card, I'm talking about every other Persona card that we can get through the MyFaction mode allows us that feature. So again, I am so glad about that, and I'm happy to have this card. Now, I spent $50 for this card. Once I pulled Stone Cold, I said, man, I think I'm gonna have to go for this Booker T. You got me, 2K. Y'all got me like a fish on a hook. It's crazy. But once I went in there, right, aside from me doing this, right, because I can do something and still think, I don't know if this is worth it. It's one of those cases where I just wanted to do it. Now, I went into the store to look at the prices of these cards, and boy, oh boy, 2K, y'all gotta chill. I'm not gonna lie. And it feels like when I go into this mode, it's just crazy prices. I went and saw a Sapphire for 40,000 VC. That is like $12, bro. And that is a lot of money for a 76 overall Sapphire card. I ain't rocking with that. That's definitely one of the negatives with this mode right now. The fact that these cards cost so much and they're freaking sapphires. Now, if it was a ruby or an amethyst, something that's a little bit worth my time, I'm not defending that is worth that, but maybe, just maybe, I would pay that if it was maybe a Persona card or something attached to it. But again, I'm not doing this on a consistent basis, man. I was streaming on Twitch. Make sure y'all go on ahead and follow me on there, but I did it because of that. Obviously, it's my decision. I'm not backpedaling. I genuinely am enjoying MyFaction this year, but the prices need to change in this card market, man. You can't expect people to jump on your shit, but these prices still look like this. I'm excited about MyFaction, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. That World Tour mode is insane. That is the best MyFaction mode we've gotten since the debut of MyFaction in the WWE 2K series. I mean, bro, it just doesn't compare. The amount of Persona cards, the amount of rewards you get is just truly amazing. I personally like that mode. I can't wait to get on this game and play that specific mode in MyFaction, simply because I know that my time will be rewarded. We got a CM Punk from the Straight Edge Society in there for free. All you got to do is just grind. So again, I'm personally enjoying MyFaction this year, but of course, we got to touch on the prices, microtransactions, because at the end of the day, we just want a healthy balance in this game. And MyFaction right now, I feel like they're getting to the point where, okay, we're getting MyFaction cards now and personas that are actually attainable and we can grind for. That CM Punk Persona card, if you was just on 2K24, oh boy, and you dropped a rack or whatever you spent on that, I got some news for you, my boy. It is free this year. They got you. They got you. So again, just got to be aware of where you spend your money and whatnot. It is what it is, bro. It's a business. It's MyFaction. You know what you're getting yourself into. We've been here for over 3 years now, and it's either you like it or you don't. Have they done a better job at getting people to jump on the ship? I would say yes, especially this year. Yes. To me, that is something that I feel like with the World Tour mode, I have a lot of people in the community talking to me about how good this mode actually is. And it's a start. It's something that, you know, makes me happy because I want to see this game grow. I want to see this game become enjoyable for everybody. That's what it is. Now, just to get into oddity cards, you guys know that I made a video on this last year. If you've been following the channel for a while now, there is a lot of you. Thank you guys for 14,000 subscribers. And make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button if you are new to the channel. But the oddity pack odds are now even higher. So we went from 1% to 15%. And then we have the 16% for deluxe oddities. So again, that is a big step forward for the pack openers and the people who enjoy opening packs for oddity cards, man. Those things last year were actually so low in odds that it made it unenjoyable to open packs if you were looking for something to get a Persona card. It just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth your time. It wasn't worth your money. Now you can say that if you do like spending money on this mode, you have a reason to, because you know that you're going to get oddities. I'd speak to people and they tell me, man, I got so many of these, which again, it's a bright spot in MyFaction right now. Obviously, microtransactions. I know you guys hate them, but a lot of people that are not vocal about them enjoy them. So for the people that are not vocal about them and enjoy the microtransactions, then there you go. That's a win for you. And again, it comes down to the fact that these persona cards are getting people into this mode so they can take those personas elsewhere. And I think that's a big part of what MyFaction has going on. So aside from all of that, you looked at ranked play, you look at everything else, and I feel like right now that is a dud. To me personally, I feel like there was really no big changes. Ruby Braun Breaker is the reward for ranked, and I'm not a big fan of that. I wish that there was just more involved to the rank and online play aspect of the mode. Now, when I hop into a match, the player versus player is great. I have no lag issues, no disconnects. I know that some people have been having issues with the servers, but me personally, I can only speak for myself. I haven't had no disconnects in about 4 days. I'm not lying when I tell y'all that. I play online a couple times a day, and I think that this is the smoothest the gameplay has ever been online, at least under a 2K published game. It's just much different from a decade ago where 2K15 was introduced on next gen, and it was just like servers were just a pile of crap. So this is definitely a welcome change into the game, and it's something that I am really excited about. And with all that being said, back to the Booker T persona card. At the end of the day, man, you're not forced to get on MyFaction and spend money. There's plenty of persona cards that are free, and that's something that I like, that they're giving you the option to do this year, especially with CM Punk, such a famous name in the game. So I am excited to see what other things can happen with MyFaction, but so far I see a lot of good things. And honestly, persona cards right now, they really have to lean towards that, because I feel like that's really one of the only things the mode has really going for itself and pushing people inside of MyFaction. They have to continue leaning on that to, I think, make the mode more successful. All in all, I do think that MyFaction this year has a lot of potential, and I think that there's a lot of things that they need to go on ahead and really focus in on aside from the persona cards. Maybe give us a live event online mode, as I see them really dabbling into certain things like this. I would love to see a co-op mode in the future iteration of the game where you can go and team up with a buddy of yours, where both of you can use a different card each and go online and play against other people. I think that there's many things that, you know, they can do with this mode that doesn't have to offer just microtransactions. I think that there could be a really healthy balance in the end, and I think it's up to 2K for them to give us something like that. Super excited about this year, as you guys can see. I really want a good game, and hopefully with the patches and everything, we are looking at a better game in WWE 2K25. So again, go and play that World Tour mode. I'm gonna drop a video very soon on that, so make sure to stay tuned. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are enjoying the content. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.